Hi, we're going to learn how to simplify variable expressions. So to simplify variable expressions, first, let's do a little review of some of that vocabulary that you have in your equation book. In your equation book, first of all, you have the word coefficients, terms, constant, and like terms. Now let's take a look at this expression, 7m plus 6m plus 4. 7m plus 6m plus 4 has 1, 2, 3 terms. Terms are the parts that you're going to add together. So keep that in mind. 7m, 6m, and 4 are all terms. Well, 7 and the 6, remember, are coefficients because coefficients are the numbers that are attached to a variable. So your 7 and your 6 are attached to a variable, and that makes them coefficients. 4 is a constant term, and a constant term is just a number all by itself. So constant term is a number that's alone. And 7m and 6m are considered to be like terms. And like terms are terms that you can actually add together. So I can add 7m and 6m together to get 13m. Like terms have identical variable parts, or 2 or more constant terms are also considered like terms. So if I had another constant term here besides 4, like if there was a plus 3, then the 3 would also be a constant term, and I could add the 4 and the 3 together to get 7. All right, simplifying variable expressions is also known as combining like terms. So let's talk about the steps to simplifying an expression. First of all, you want to write the expression as a sum. So you want to write it as addition. So wherever you see a subtraction sign, you want to stay switch to change it to addition. Then you want to group your like terms. And you're going to do that using commutative property. And last, you want to simplify. So let's take a look at what that's going to look like. First, we're going to write the expression as a sum. Well, this is already written as a sum. It's all addition. There's no subtraction in it. Group your like terms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the commutative property. Remember that when you're adding, you can move the numbers in any order that you want to. You're still going to come out with the same sum. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. It's going to come out to be the same. So I am going to rewrite this and group my like terms together. 3x plus 5x plus 2. And then I'm going to simplify. 3x plus 5x is 8x. And 8x plus 2 is my simplified answer. I can't add 8x and 2 just simply due to the fact that they are not like terms. Now let's look over here at negative 7b plus 3 plus b minus 10. All right, so the first step, write the expression as a sum. Well, negative 7b, that is not a subtraction sign. This is negative. It shows that the 7 is negative. So I'm going to rewrite this as negative 7b plus 3 plus b is all by itself. Remember that a variable alone has an invisible 1 in front of it. B is the same as 1b. 1 times b is just b. So I'm going to write that as 1b minus 10, and I'm just going to stay switch the minus 10 so that it's all addition. So now my expression is all addition. Negative 7b plus 3 plus 1b plus a negative 10. So now I'm going to group my like terms. I'm going to put all my like terms together. So I have negative 7b plus 1b plus 3 plus a negative 10. And I have put 1b and negative 7b together, and that's going to give me a negative 7 and a 1 is a negative 6b plus, and 3 plus a negative 10 is going to give me a negative 7. So negative 6b plus a negative 7. And this is my simplified expression, negative 6b plus a negative 7. I can't add it anymore because negative 6b and negative 7 are unlike terms. This does not have a variable on it, and this one does, and so I can't add those two together. All right, let's simplify expressions with parentheses. When you simplify expressions with parentheses, you need to use distributive property, and that's where you begin. So let's look here at this first one, 3k minus 8, k plus 2 in parentheses. Well, I'm going to go straight to where the parentheses are, and I'm going to find the number on the outside of the parentheses. Now, before I start, I'm going to go ahead and look at that subtraction sign, and I'm going to stay, switch, switch. So I have a negative 8. And this negative 8 I need to multiply times k. So it's negative 8k and then I'm going to multiply the negative 8 times 2, which is negative 16. And then I'm just going to write this part right here, plus 3k. So 3k plus negative 8k plus negative 16. Now I'm going to put my, I'm going to write it all as a sum, which I've already done. When I stay switched right here, I write it as a sum. So 3k plus a negative 8k plus a negative 16. And now I'm going to put my like terms together. So here I have 3k, and here I have negative 8k. And those two are like terms. So I can go ahead and add those, and that gives me a negative 5k plus negative 16. And this is my simplified expression. I can't add this any further just due to the fact that these are not like terms. All right, let's go to this one over here. 8c plus 2, and then I have just a negative sign or a minus sign, subtraction sign, right outside of the parentheses, c plus 2. Well, that minus sign is having nothing outside of the parentheses means 1, because 1 times anything in here, it doesn't change the value of the numbers on the inside. So whenever you have just like a negative sign sitting outside of parentheses, that would be like a negative 1. So I'm going to put the 1 in there. Okay, I'm going to add it in. So negative 1. Now, I'm going to go ahead and stay switch. And I'm going to multiply that negative 1 times everything inside of parentheses. So negative 1 times c is negative 1c. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. And then I have 8c plus 2 over here. So I'm just going to add that on. So I'm going to put all of my like terms together. I've already written it as a sum when I stay switched. And I have 8c, negative 1c, and I'm going to put those two together. I'm going to group them together. So 8c plus negative 1c plus 2 plus a negative 2. So when I group this, I get 7c, and 2 and negative 2 is just 0. So I just have 7c as my simplified expression. All right, I want you to pause it, and I want you to try these two out. So first, we are going to write this as a sum. So I'm going to stay switch, stay switch. Okay, done. Second, I am going to group my like terms together. So I'm going to make sure all the m's are together, anything with like variables are together. So negative 6m plus 3m plus a negative 4m and then plus negative 2. And then I am going to go ahead and simplify by adding my like terms. I'm looking through here and I can see that negative 6m, 3m, and negative 4m are like terms. So negative 6 and negative 4 makes negative 10m plus 3m plus a negative 2. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7m. Negative 7m plus a negative 2. All right, number 2, we have 5p minus 6 plus 2, and then we have parentheses, 3 plus 4. So we're going to skip straight to the parentheses. We're going to use distributive property there. I could take the part that's in front of the parentheses and go ahead and write that out first. So all of this is in front of the parentheses. I could go ahead and write out 5p. I'm going to stay switch wherever it's not done and make sure that this is all addition. So 5p plus a negative 6. All right, I went ahead and wrote that part out, but the 2 is in front of the parentheses. So I'm going to do 2 times 3p, which is 6p, plus 2 times 4, which is 8. Now I'm going to group my like terms together. So I have 5p plus 6p plus negative 6 plus 8. And my constant terms are right here. My coefficients are together down here. So I'm going to add my coefficients, 5 and 6, and that gives me 11p plus negative 6 plus 8, which is 2. So 11p plus 2.